Which one is which? Well, obviously, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Mamta is Kali Ma. You know, she's from Calcutta, and Calcutta is the place of Kali Ma. So Saraswati is obviously Jayalalitha because she's the most, I hate to say it, the most educated, and then you've got the other goddess in UP. So as far as I'm concerned, but minus these three together form Durga. They are the ones which actually protect, destroy everybody. In Hindu mythology, it's the combination of three which is considered as goddess Durga.
We're coming to the national big picture in just a moment.
Yeah,
but I want to go across to Chandan Mitra.
Is going to happen minus these three ladies.
On the BJP's vote share in Tamil Nadu also going up, not very significantly, not enough to translate into votes, but we're seeing the sort of situation the BJP was in 98-99 when you had vote share in the southern states, but not enough to translate into too many seats on your own accord without an alliance partner. We're seeing that happen. Would you be banking on a pre-poll electoral tie-up with the DMDK in the hope that that could land you a few seats? Or is the actual hope that let Jayalalitha win as many seats as she can, because we know that she and Modi have a good equation going? Mr. Chandan Mitra.
Yeah. Yes, well, Madam Jayalalitha is, I think, in many ways, you know, attuned to us, and actually we had a good equation going with her during the Vajpayee regime. Unfortunately, some issues arose and the alliance broke. But there is a certain affinity between the BJP and Ms. Jayalalitha. Besides, she has a very good personal equation with Mr. Narendra Modi. Mr. Narendra Modi on his own is also getting...
No, all the time we hear that Jayalalitha has a good equation with Modi. We hear this from the BJP. We've never heard from Jayalalitha that she's saying that she has a good equation with Modi. It's the BJP which hopes and says that she has a good equation with Modi, because when Modi goes to Chennai and interlocutors try to set up a meeting with Jayalalitha, Jayalalitha doesn't want to meet him.
No, Jayalalitha has her own reasons and her own ways of operating. It is not for us to criticize that, but we know that there is a certain affinity, and she has kind of met Mr. Modi a couple of times in the past. She has been in good equation with Mr. Advani. So she has never treated the BJP or Mr. Modi as political pariahs.
Okay.
So we are expecting that whether pre-poll or post-poll, more likely post-poll, that we will be able to invite Ms. Jayalalitha to join the Narendra Modi-led government with her team coming in, and we hope that both Tamil Nadu and Delhi will enjoy considerable stability, political stability, development orientation as a result of this tying up of minds that generally match.
Okay, I need to slip into a break. When we come back, we'll focus on Karnataka and Kerala. The other South India states which we haven't looked at, we dealt with Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. When we return, the numbers for Karnataka and Kerala. Is there still some hope for the Congress? Will they be able to replicate their performance from the assembly elections in Karnataka in the Lok Sabha elections? Those projections. Watching the India Today Group C Voter Mood of the Nation opinion poll, I want to dive straight into the numbers for Karnataka. Remember, this is the one state where in the recently held assembly elections, the Congress has actually done well. This is, in the last elections, one of the big states that landed big numbers for the BJP. Then Yediyurappa went away, causing troubles for the BJP in the assembly elections. Let's look at the projections for Karnataka. In Karnataka, despite the entry of Yediyurappa, the BJP is actually losing 6 seats. Remember, the full impact of Yediyurappa's return is not factored in yet. Maybe their tally could pick up, but clearly this is the state where the Congress is doubling its tally from 2009, from 6 going up to 12. The only state so far that we've seen where the Congress's tally has actually gone up significantly. The Janata Dal Secular of Deve Gowda holding on largely in its pockets around Mysore. The Aam Aadmi Party making a debut in one of the Karnataka, in one of the Bangalore seats. This is the first state outside Delhi that we've seen so far where the Aam Aadmi Party is actually projected by C Voter as picking up one of the seats. I want to first also put out the numbers for Kerala before we go across to our panel and get them to comment on these figures. In Kerala last time, the Congress had done really well, picking up 13 seats. That tally now likely to crash from 13 to 6 As far as the left front is concerned, they were down to 4 seats in the last elections. That tally likely to jump up to 11, a gain of 7 seats for the left front. The IUML, a UPA ally, holding on to its 2 seats. So again, as far as the UPA is concerned, the Congress is the one suffering the big losses. The IUML holding on in its traditional strength areas. The left front making a big comeback in Kerala from 4, pushing its tally up to 11. That's as far as Kerala is concerned. Let me get quick comments from all our guests on these numbers. I want to start with Shiv Vishwanathan, because Modi says he's anti-corruption and will not allow for dubious leaders to do various things. But when it comes to taking Yediyurappa back, he's very happy to have Yediyurappa back, and that reality could actually help him do better in Karnataka than the party would have done otherwise.
Look, it's very clear that some forms of corruption are less equal than others. Okay? So I think I don't respect Modi's decision. It's tactical. One can understand it as a power game. I think this is one place where Congress has shown intelligence. It has grounded itself in a certain kind of politics. The choice of Siddaramaiah has been credible, and it has added to the credit of the Congress. So to a certain extent, I think this is one place in a very quiet and modest way the Congress has shown its traditional intelligence in picking the right leader.
Do you think Yediyurappa's return, T.S. Sudhir, to the BJP fold can make a big difference to their fortunes, because they're losing seats in comparison with the 2009 elections, but now that Yediyurappa is back, could that tally go up between now and the Lok Sabha elections, given that all India there seems to be an anti-Congress wave?
Rahul, 2-3 quick takeaways here. You mentioned about Yediyurappa. Yediyurappa's return has actually made the Karnataka elections very, very interesting. If you were just to look at the 40 seats that the BJP won and the 6 seats that Yediyurappa won, that would have landed them with not more than 6 to 7 Lok Sabha seats. In that kind of context, if the BJP actually wins 13 seats, that's going to be a huge bonus. So in that sense, the arithmetic, the coming together of the Lingayat vote bank, as well as the chemistry of Narendra Modi and BSY seems to be working on the ground. And as you said, there's still a long way to go before Yediyurappa formally joins the BJP. There are these joint public meetings, and that could really have an impact. But having said that, this cannot be taken as any kind of referendum on the performance of the Siddaramaiah government. Remember, even in 1984, the Karnataka state had voted actually for Rajiv Gandhi in the 1984 elections, but just 3 months later, they voted Ramakrishna Hegde's Janata Dal, actually Janata Party, into power in Karnataka. So in that sense, the voter in Karnataka making that distinction between an assembly election and a Lok Sabha election, and here the Narendra Modi factor is going to play a major part. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, very interesting that they have actually projected to win 1 seat. In the last, ever since the membership opened, they have taken about 2 lakh members in the last 2 weeks in Karnataka, a majority of them in Bangalore. And I would suspect contest like the Nandan Nilekani versus Anant Kumar could actually become very, very interesting if the Aam Aadmi Party actually becomes a factor, especially in Bangalore.
Kamal Mitra Chinoy, Bangalore, the 2 seats of Bangalore seem to be the only seats where the Aam Aadmi Party is in play. So in that sense, it's still a very urban, very restricted phenomena, not really being able to permeate in any of the other regions. It's almost a non-entity, a non-existent player.
Well, there will be more candidates, but the problem is the longer it takes, the weaker the campaign. So the leadership has to get together and quickly do this.
So I know that at this time there is a high-level meeting taking place where Arvind Kejriwal is trying to assess the damage done by his antics over the last several days. Yogendra Yadav and several others are part of that meeting. Yogendra Yadav was supposed to join us in a while from now. He's stuck in that meeting. But Kiran Bedi, Yediyurappa is a double-edged sword from Modi's perspective, because if he says I'm anti-corruption, here's a man who's been convicted on who's got grave charges against him, against whom there are orders from the Lokayukt, and you take him back. So clearly Modi is saying, corruption is nice when it comes to rhetoric. When it comes to reality, I'll do what I think is best. And in that sense, he's no different from anybody else.
These are certain horns of dilemma where they will have to ride on. But as I would say,
no, but shouldn't he seek to be different?
Well, if you
doesn't he claim to be different?
If you work with YSR, then what happens? You see, these are baggages. Everybody has a baggage. Today, every party is today having a baggage. It depends which baggage you want to reject, whose baggage is going to be bigger, whose baggage is going to be lighter. Tell me who is now without a baggage. Even the new party has a baggage today.
No, but Chandan Mitra, is it okay for Narendra Modi to leave aside morality, his anti-corruption stance, take back a tainted leader like Yedurappa just because it gets him extra votes? If he wants to project himself as an anti-corruption crusader, shouldn't he be saying, even if it means I might lose a few votes and seats, I still don't want him back?